Welcome back to Fox 8 News in the Morning. With many kids starting the school year online, that means even more screen time for children. Internet safety experts say that sexual predators are well aware of this and are taking full advantage of the added opportunities. David Fratteri is with the Ohio Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, and he explains how you can help protect your kids. David, thanks for being with us this morning. I want to first start and explain to those at home what the Internet Crimes Against Children is and what you guys do.
So, Christy, we are one of 61 federally funded ICAC task forces spread throughout the United States with the mission to simply protect children from the dangers of the Internet.
So the Trump administration just last week mentioned that he was going to give $35 million in aid for human trafficking, right? So this is a good effort, may actually help, but is it going to be effective?
I think any funding that we can get from the federal government, from the state of Ohio, is certainly helpful with regards to our efforts here. We have seen a huge increase in the number of reported instances of online child exploitation, and we are constantly improving our staff, improving our technology, and those funds will certainly help us in this effort.
Yeah, statistics are hard to digest sometimes. Over the last year, the National Cyber Tip Line up 106%. This since March to this March in 2020. So how often are children being victimized, David? And talk about how COVID-19 has played a huge role in this over the past several months.
You know, it's happening on a daily basis. And as you said, we have seen a massive increase, an average of 600 cyber tips coming into the task force 2019. Fast forward to March and April, we saw an uptick to an average of 1,200 cyber tips a month. So every single day we are seeing tips coming into the task force here in Ohio, as well as the other 60 task forces across the country, dealing with this online exploitation. And that's everything from child sexual abuse material that is being trafficked by online offenders, as well as created by children, but also luring, enticements, child prostitution, as well as a host of other problems that we're seeing across a lot of these websites and mobile applications the kids are using.
David, talk about these raw details. The kids maybe who are watching right now, if no kids, the parents can relay this to them later, that these images that they're posting on the internet and their social media, is it there forever?
You know, it really is. I mean, one of the biggest messages when we talk to kids is that, you have to take ownership of what you're creating and what you're putting out there on the internet. Because the reality is that, an image that once it hits the internet or once it hits that popular mobile application, it's going to be there forever, especially when you think of the fact that another student or at worst an online offender may save that photo and reshare that photo over and over again. So a lot of our efforts center around keeping kids from creating inappropriate material because we know it may come back to affect them as they get down the road later on in life, whether that's college, whether that's their career. But we know those photos are never leaving the internet once they're uploaded.
And also be careful of background too, right? I mean, if you've got school banners in the background and what have you, they can track you down that way. But talk about what families can do to protect their children.
It really starts with education.
Right.
I'm okay with parents providing the latest and greatest technology to their kids, but those parents, those grandparents, they need to understand the technology. They need to understand what these applications are capable of and what they really allow their children to do. I mean, if your children are sitting in your home and you have eyes on them, that's one thing. But if they're on the latest and greatest mobile app, if they're using a website that connects them to other individuals, what are they sharing with those folks? What are they telling them? What are they putting out there? Like you said, Christy, a picture that they take with a background or a shirt that they're wearing.
Right.
How much personal information does that tell the offender or the predator about them?
And David, as we wrap this up, there are red flags, right? That's a problem. The communication with the kids, with their parents. So the red flags of parents knowing that they're actually communicating with a predator.
Yeah, you're going to start to see maybe a change in behavior, a change in mood.
Okay.
Parents know their children better than anybody. So spend some time with them, talk to them about who they're talking to or what apps they're using. If they start to get things in the mail or people are coming to their house, obviously that's a huge red flag, but we have seen that happen. And at that point, it can be a little too late.
Yep, and as a parent, it's just furious to think about, but we have to be on guard. David Fratteri with the Ohio Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, thank you. Thanks for educating us this morning.
Thank you.